Alright guys, so I'm back here on the creek at the spot I found last time I was out this way. It's kind of an inside turn right here before a log. It makes a nice little, I imagine it makes a nice little eddy right here at flood stage. And classifying out a bucket. I'm going to run that through the sluice here in a minute, but I just did a test pan to see if there was still anything in this area, and I only did about 2 little shovel scoops. Let's see if you guys can see this. That was what was in 2 little shovel scoops. About 6 little pieces. So it's not much, but there's definitely some gold here. And I'm hoping when I run a couple buckets it'll be a lot more. You can actually see the black sand sitting on top of the creek. See if I can show you guys that. See the black sand there? That's all black sand down through there, and whole layer of it. So anyway, I'm gonna work some of this little spot right here and show you guys what I find, like always. Alright folks, so I've been probing around here at the pan. I worked that bucket and it had some real small fine gold in it, but wasn't nothing like I was expecting. So I went and grabbed my pan and did some more sampling. I was figuring if I'm catching fine gold over here on the right where I'm pointing the camera right now, as I went toward this way, the gold would get bigger and chunkier, especially coming off that tree. You can just imagine at flood stage, the water's up over that tree and it's making a nice little low pressure area right behind it. So I did a sample pan from right here, right there, 1 little scoop of the rocks. And I must say, I was pleasantly surprised. Check out what was in this pan. It's all about location. Getting the right location and sampling. All that, and this was a small pan too. I only did about 1 scoop, 1 shovelful. And right away I had a lot of black sand in there, so I knew it was looking like a good spot for collecting the heavies. So it just goes to show you guys, you gotta sample, and once you find the good spot, that's what you sluice. Don't just start sluicing. So I'll probably fill up a bucket from right there and run that next. Alright, so I decided to go ahead and classify out about a 1/2 inch full 18-inch pan of material from right there before I start sluicing. Pan that out. I just got more gold than I got in my first bucket and my last couple pans combined. Check out all this gold. I'd say I'm in the pay layer pretty good. This is an 18-inch pan, so you can imagine there's gold going from here all the way over to here. Pretty nice. Looks like I hit the lucky pay streak spot. So, gonna run a couple more pans like that. Man, with a day like this, with pans like this, it's gonna be a good day. At least until this pay streak pays out. You can kind of see what's going on here. You can just imagine all the heavies coming down, sliding along this tree, and then as the creek goes from a small size there, narrow, it widens. You can just imagine as it widens, the heavies dropping out right there at flood stage. So it ought to be productive this whole little stretch. So we'll see. Work some more pans and show you guys what I'm finding. Alright guys, so I'm still working this spot. I've only done a couple more pans, but you can see I've kind of gone down deeper. I hit a layer of clay about 8 inches down. Brown clay, or not brown, I'm sorry, gray clay. And man, it's looking pretty good. This is what I got, not including the last pans I showed you guys. You guys can see that from here. Keep in mind this is an 18-inch pan too, so love it when I find little pay streaks like that. There's an idea how much gold. That's my finger. So that's a sweet little spot. And I actually went back and repanned some of my tailings here from this pile, and some of them tailings had a couple little fly poop specks in it, so I'm going to go back and reprocess all that once I finish working this hole. But I'm not done yet. I'm still expanding and going forward, and who knows when I get up there next to the tree what might be right next to it. So stay tuned, folks. Alright, so I got a comparison to show you guys. I did one pan, well actually about 2 or 3 little pans all combined into one right behind the tree, and then I did one pan to the right of the tree right there underneath that big rock you see. And I'm going to show you guys what was in each pan. Now conventional wisdom would say behind the tree is a pretty good spot for collecting heavies. Okay, well this is what was behind the tree. Well, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like about 8. 8 little specks. Well, maybe there's a couple small ones up here. 9, 10. There's about 10 little teeny ones in there. Okay, but then next to the tree, alongside it, this is what was there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then all that. I mean, I'm not even going to count it. You guys can see there's a whole lot more. So sometimes the best looking spots, or what you'd think are the best, really aren't. I mean, you just get to get out there and sample it. Let the pan tell the tale. Alright guys, so here's what was in my sluice box after running that bucket. It wasn't even a full bucket, it was just pretty full. Just a lot of finds. Absolutely nothing bigger than about 50 mesh. Alright, so it's starting to play out here, the gold. I'm down to about only 8 or 10 to a pan of them real small ones. So I think I'm going to leave it for another day. Here's where I've worked. I've worked out about, it's a big old log, huge log. Give you an idea, here's my foot. So I really haven't worked that much of it. I've probably worked 3 foot by 3 foot, or so. But like I said, it's playing out. I'm getting hungry. And this was just a little side trip. I wasn't even prepared to come here really. So I just wanted to come out and get some gold. So it's going to be time to head back and pan out everything. Here's where I have my sluice set up. I noticed up here, got that white layer of quartz. All old bench deposit up underneath there. So it might be where some of the gold's coming from, down out of them gravels there. Because I sample panned all this, I didn't really find much of nothing. Alright guys, so I'm back here at the house. Got my little panning station set up. Pan out some of these concentrates. And you guys can see the amount of black sands. It's pretty amazing. Alright guys, so I'm back. I just got done panning out my concentrates. And this is how we're looking. Of course there's still some down in the black sands too, but that's the majority of it. So a killer little spot. Wish I could get my dredge in there, but the landowner only allows me to sluice or pan. But it still looks pretty good for those. So anyway, that's what I got. That was my trip. Thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed.